friends, we shall continue the future tense. There are 3 tense markers. Up, to, and We have been making use of these 2 for the first person, second person, and third person human beings. Now we take up the third person neuter gender singular. For that we use this marker like say, to do. I add what will happen? By now you should have been familiar with this type of verbs, that is a 2-lettered word ending with a consonant and the first letter being a short vowel. When you have this naturally it must have a semi-vowel to combine them. So this becomes Shayyum. Again, this is a 2-lettered word with a consonant at the end and the first letter being a short vowel, a short consonantal vowel. We have a word beginning with a vowel U. So whenever you have this sort of combination, the last letter gets a semi-vowel for cementing these 2 sounds. So Shay plus the semi-vowel is added, it becomes Shayyum. Let us have another example. Pay, to rain. Pay plus the same formula. Payyum. நாளை மழை பெய்யும். நாளை tomorrow. மழை the rain. பெய்யும் will rain. Mark this. This is third person, neuter gender and singular. It takes as the tense marker for future. So we add to this verb, pay plus பெய்யும். நாளை மழை பெய்யும். Kol, to kill. What will happen? The same pattern. I am trying to give you a set of words which will follow the same pattern all through. So this becomes புலி மானை கொல்லும். புலி tiger, மானை Can you find out the noun? I made use of a case marker here. The noun is man and the case marker is I. Because this is a hot sound, it gets doubled here. Puli manai kollum. Tiger will kill the deer. What sort of sentence is this? It is an interrogation, an interrogative sentence. You know, here is a question mark, so naturally it is an interrogation. Where is the word which indicates the interrogation? You know this? It is this. Vali, path or route. Shall, to go. In the vali shellum. In the vali enge shellum. This is the interrogative mark. In the vali enge shellum. I have given you a sentence where you have a question raised, a noun and a demonstrative adjective, demonstrative article and a verb in the future tense. This is a two-lettered word, so naturally it undergoes the same pattern. Shellum, go. Where will this path go? இந்த வழி உன் ஊருக்கு செல்லும். Here is an answer. The previous sentence was a question and here you have an answer. I have retained 3 words and replaced only 1 word with 2 available words. இந்த வழி, you know that. உன், you remember. ஊருக்கு, ஊர் is the word. Town or city. I made use of the 4th case, dative case. இந்த வழி உன் ஊருக்கு செல்லும். இந்த வழி உன் ஊருக்கு செல்லும். செல்லும் is in the future tense for வழி, which is 3rd person neuter gender singular. And the changes that take place here in the combination. Let us take up another type of tavu, to jump. Suppose I want to conjugate this in the future tense. If the subject is 3rd person neuter gender singular, I must use only whom. Now, how will they get combined? Tavu plus Tavu is to jump, and this ends with a vowel. Ta plus U plus U. And this word begins with U. This one is vowel and this also is a vowel. We have already seen while discussing the dative case that the U of the first word gives room to the U of the oncoming word. This is the first word or the standard word, and that is the oncoming word. This ends with a vowel U and this begins with a vowel U. This is in combination with a consonant, so it is called a consonantal vowel, and so it has a sound that takes place for a short time, a shorter time than this. So this gives way to this. This will become Tavum. Kurangu மரத்தின் மேல் தாவும். I am using this opportunity to remind you all the lessons which we have already discussed. This is a complete sentence. Kurangu, monkey. Taavum is the verb. And here I have put in a word. This word has a case in it, a case marker. Can you identify it? This is the locative case. Male, upon or above. And maram is the word. It takes a case marker. So, words ending with while accepting a case marker, accept one more suffix attu. So, maram plus attu, marattu. And this again takes another suffix in to accept this case marker. So, marattin mel tavum. Monkey will jump on the tree. Yeru, to climb up. We have already seen this. Yeru, to climb up. Yeru plus the same pattern. Yerum. Irangu, to climb down. Irangu plus irangum. The monkey will climb up and climb down. Kurangu, yerum, irangum. I have given two words here. Tungu is the first word. Orangu is the second word. Both mean the same. Do you remember? That is to sleep. Tungu, orangu, both mean the same. The same principle is adopted here. Tungum, and this becomes orangum. Kili, kootil, tungum. Kili, parrot. Kootil, you remember? Kudu is the word. Kudu, nest. Kudu plus il, kootil. Again, locative case. Kili, kootil, tungum or orangum. Let us have a small change made here. Do you recognize this? It was kudu. Now I have made it kundu. Kundu plus il, kundil. Kudu is nest. Kundu, we have come across this word earlier. A cage. Kili, kundil, tungum. Kili, kootil, tungum. Locative case. Puli, pudaril, orangum. Puli, tiger. Pudar, bush. Pudaril, in the bush. Orangum or tungum. And then accept the tense marker We shall take up two important verbs which have a different way of getting conjugated. You know this word, po, to go. What is the other word? Shall. We have already discussed that. Po in conjugation will accept for the present tense kiru and will become po kiru en, po giren, present tense. The past tense, it will take as the tense marker. So this becomes past tense, first person singular past tense. oven, first person singular future tense. Here we have made use of this tense marker oven for future tense. This is for the first person singular. It will be the same for first person plural. The same again for second person singular, second person plural, and also for third person human beings. So naturally it must have whom. How do we combine them? This ends with O, I plus O, O. This is a vowel. Again, this is a vowel. When two vowels come together, naturally there is a necessity for a semi-vowel. The consonant ya and the consonant wa, that is I and u. These are the two semi-vowels. These are the only two semi-vowels. These are the only two vowels which are taken up for combining two vowels. What shall we have here? What does this stand for? Here it stands for the future tense, because it is one of the three tense markers of the future tense. Suppose I forget this. I forget for a moment that we are discussing the future tense. I simply put here. If you are alert enough and if you had remembered all the things we have already discussed and explained, you may have all the chances to consider this as the conjunction. Do you remember? Is the word used for connecting two words or two sentences. That is the conjunction. Actually, there is no difference in the spelling between the conjunction and the tense marker . So, how am I to take this? Here, the grammarians have given us a way out. That is, they have introduced one consonant, and that is ik. It is used as a suffix to connect these two. So this becomes ogum. This is the right and literary form. But colloquially you find this being pronounced as ovum, which is but natural combination. So now a word of this type, let me give some more detail. A word of this type, a single word, a single letter being one word, takes up a suffix before accepting the tense marker, and that suffix is ik, o, ik, ogum. Again here you find this ik assumes a different sound when it occurs between two letters. So this sort of single lettered word, I will give you another example. Sha is to die. Shagum, it will die. Rest in the next class.